get this on the record. So what is in front of us today is a state plan that fits our principles. The principles passed by this committee earlier. It's worth repeating at least once more. So because of the population shifts in Minnesota, we're required to do this every 10 years, and so we need to honor the one person, one vote concept. We talked about the importance of trying to prevent splitting subdivisions, counties, cities, townships. We need to adhere to the Voting Rights Act, importance of minority representation, and of course communities of interest. I am pleased to say what stands out in my mind about this particular plan is the number 32. This splits 32 counties and only 32 cities, which is actually pretty remarkable when you think that there are over 800 cities in Minnesota, and we've been able to put together something that meets our principles and literally holds together 96% of the city boundaries within these lines. So I think that's something we can focus on and feel good about. Senator Rest.
Mr. Chairman, since we're making statements for the record, Democrats on the committee still object to the process by which we are dealing with redistricting. And you've mentioned now, I think the third time, that redistricting principles were passed by this committee. They have not been passed by the full Senate, and what we have is it's hard to know whether the plan came first or the principles. And when they are in the same document, it is once again we are very disappointed with the process. For the record.
Well, Senator Rest, with all due respect, I think it's pretty easy to figure out what came first. We spent a couple hours on those principles a week or so ago. So,
Mr. Chairman, the map was
Senator
released during our discussion. Sure.
So those principles that were passed are now part of this document, and I think that's exactly where they belong. I appreciate you had some ideas for some additions to the principles, but I think this committee spent a good amount of time on that. So we also have...
So, Mr. Chairman, may I reply?
Senator Rest.
So, Mr. Chairman, as I mentioned, and I think the record would show on the tape, the plan was being released by the House, which is pretty much what we're dealing with here, during the course of our discussion, and so they really weren't Senate principles. They were a map that was being drawn to which the principles had to be shoehorned. For the record.